Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I'll give you the good news and bad news. I was a last call to come down here, last minute to fill in for my counterpart. So they put this really great deck together that I'm not going to use. But I'll give you a little bit about myself and AdMedia. I've been in the business. I go back. I started at Overture back, so that dates me a little bit. As John, eloquently put, my 21st birthday. But a little bit about AdMedia. We've been in business since 1998, starting, so that even predates kind of the emergence of the digital landscape. But our solutions are across channels, whether it's search, display, video, native, and by the way, anybody who would like to have a copy of this deck that I'm not going to present is more than welcome to reach out to either myself or my counterparts, Kat and Frank, if you can raise your hands that are here. We'd love to chat with you a little bit about the solutions. But yeah, I think, one of the things we wanted to just like dig in a little bit, as I think about, especially the CPG space is just the challenges that have been, we've been faced, challenges and opportunities, truly, of how brands really are engaging with consumers, whether it's through, recipe sites, video blogs, loyalty programs, leveraging retail media networks. It's become a very fractured or a scattered way for brands to consider with consumers or connect with consumers over these last couple years. But our solutions are omni-channel. We are outside of your normal main engines, Google, Bing, Meta. It's all incremental abilities for you to connect to consumers in a relevant and meaningful way. And I think that we have to all adjust to the way that we sort of interact now. Like I personally, and I think I'm not unique in this way, haven't been to the grocery store in a while. I use Instacart or I use Uber Eats or DoorDash or a number of ways to have things delivered to me. So we have to figure out ways to still connect your brand to the consumer. That's a different way than just walking through the aisles of a store, and create new ways to create that brand affinity and that loyalty. And we're interested in figuring out how you leverage your own content. I think that's also a very important discussion that is oftentimes maybe neglected, is how are you getting the content that is out, that you're producing, that's really relevant to your consumers today. And we'd love to brainstorm and talk about that with you, whether it's it's searching for how to I just recently moved from Oregon down to Texas. First thing I did was bought a smoker, and so so I think about my own personal experience of like looking for the recipes, the best way to make a brisket or smoked ribs, or what goes with pairs with it well. When I go back, I have my kids back in Oregon and my dad, but I go back up there and it's all fish recipes, like how to prepare salmon. But just finding people where they are, right? And I think that we need to all start thinking a little bit differently about it's not just a Google keyword that's gone up 80% on a cost per click or whatever it might be, and performance has gone down. That's not the method to do it. But we need to start just generally thinking about how we reconnect with people digitally. We're all on our phones. We're all, just trying to find a way to, live conveniently, but also, learn and love what we do. Like I would have never thought I would be smoking like large quantities of meat in my backyard, but I do it and I love it, right? And I think that's how brands can start to learn in and engage with whether it's health and wellness, whether it's recipes, whether it's convenience. How do you connect in with your consumer? Or is it deals like with the crazy coupon lady to live more efficiently? I think the landscape has changed dramatically, and again, AdMedia solutions offer incremental and lower cost reach across search, across display, across video, CTV, and we'd love to have a conversation with you about that. And rather than like pitch you all on a solution, I would just, ask that, over the next couple of days, as Media Post such a great job in allowing us to have a chance to have one-on-one conversations and networking events, that we would just, have a chance to speak to each other and, like see if there's an opportunity to align our businesses together. So with that said, I just say thank you so much.